take it easy, Dracula. What do you think I'm carrying here, my dirty laundry?
Where a man-eating, talking plant gives homicide something to think about.
I didn't do it.
Do what?
Whatever.
Ever see this man?
Man, see picture.
Why are you so nervous?
Oh, boy, you kiss good, Audrey.
Oh, I guess I just have a good kisser.
Now you will do as I say.
Yes, master.
You will go out and find me some food.
Yes, master.
What's the matter? Don't you like me?
Too bony.
Too bony? Nobody ever told me that before.
Beef is better than veal.
Ah, you're such a dodo. What do you call this? Chopped liver?
Once upon a time, long ago, there was a poor, tired woodcutter who lived near the edge of a great forest. He had 2 children, a boy who was named Hansel and a little girl named Gretel. Although there was very little in the house to eat, Hansel and Gretel were happy children, for they were busy each day, keeping their father's house orderly and clean. Were hard for the woodcutter. Often all the food he could bring home for their supper was a little stale bread and a half pitcher of milk. He was so worried, as it was barely enough to keep his children from starving. To become of us, cried the poor woodcutter. Our last bit of food gone. Hansel knew that Gretel had not intended to break the pitcher nor spill the milk, and tried to comfort her. But he knew too how worried his father was and wanted to help him in some way. With the half loaf of stale bread under his arm, he took Gretel to the front porch, where he wanted to tell her about his plan to get food for their supper. We shall go into the forest and fill our basket with nice ripe berries, said Hansel. But Gretel was afraid. She thought they might get lost without their father. Hansel finally persuaded her to follow him, and the 2 children set out on their journey through the wood. Finally, Hansel began to break off pieces of bread and drop them along the path. See, Gretel, said Hansel, when our basket is filled with berries, we shall follow the trail of breadcrumbs back to our house. The children walked deeper and deeper into the dense forest, searching for berries. It was getting late, and their basket was still empty. Gretel wanted to start for home. But when they looked for the breadcrumbs, they were gone. Don't be afraid, said Hansel. In the morning we shall find our way somehow. Hansel and Gretel did not see the ugly green witch, but she saw them. Every living thing in the forest was afraid of the old witch, as it was said that she possessed strange magic powers. What a beautiful gingerbread house it was for two hungry children to find in the lonesome forest. Hansel thought it strange that they hadn't noticed it before. The roof was made of ginger snaps, the chimney of blocks of taffy candy, and the sides were covered with frosted cookies. They were just about to eat the candy windowsill when they heard a voice say, "Nibble, nibble, little mouse, who is nibbling at my house?" "Oh, you poor hungry children," the old woman said in a very cheerful voice. "I'm so glad you like my gingerbread house." Then she said in a more kindly voice than before, "Come in, come inside, and I will give you something very nice to eat." Though the old witch was ugly and her face wrinkled and green, she spoke so pleasantly, children trusted her. Hansel and Gretel were so very hungry, and there before them was a feast good enough for a king. The witch's table was spread with candies, puddings, sodas, and ice cream. Many more wonderful things than they had ever had at home. Suddenly, the old witch seized Hansel by the collar and jerked him out of his chair. And before he knew it, he found himself locked into "You, child, put more wood. Go do as I say. We are going to bake gingerbread today." Poor Hansel is going to be bread boy. "Now, child, test the oven and see if it is hot enough," said the old witch. Gretel pretended not to know how to test the oven. "Oh, you stupid girl," said the angry old witch. "I will do it myself." Gretel thought of poor Hansel locked in the cage, and she knew what she must do. When the witch was destroyed, the enchantment of the gingerbread house was broken, and Hansel and Gretel were free. Because of Gretel's brave deed, the entire forest was now free of the witch's evil spell. The animals sent a quick-footed white rabbit to tell Hansel and Gretel how happy and how grateful they were, and to show them where the old witch had hidden her treasure chest of gold and silver and precious jewels. The woodcutter had been looking for his lost children and had almost given up hope when he found their basket. What a happy little family they were to be all together again. Jewels, they need never go hungry again. And they lived happily ever after.
Night of total terror. Night of the living dead, the dead who live on living flesh. The dead whose haunted souls hunt the living whose bodies are the only food for these ungodly creatures. Night of the living dead. A bizarre adventure in fear. An experience in shock, more shattering than your strangest nightmare. Night of the living dead. A night with the dead who cannot die. A night of total terror. Night of the living dead.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Friday Night Scream Stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening, everyone. How we doing?
How we doing out there, everybody? How we doing? Evan, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
On this
I'm
Friday.
doing good. It's I keep having to remind myself it's not actually fall yet.
Not yet, but it feels like it, you know? It was a little warmer today.
It's feeling spookier by the day.
By the day, yeah. It's, you know, I think for once, instead of it just being a week-long fall, maybe it'll be a 2-week-long fall. It seems like it's going to be a little bit longer in our neck of the woods than it normally is. So it's the weather's feeling good. Everything is, you know, it's getting into our favorite time of the year. So we're happy that you could all be here with us tonight to celebrate like we always do on Friday nights with some public domain horror live. And all of our good friends already here hanging out in the chat. Alana, Kathy, Scott, Tom, James. I know, did I say Sally? If I didn't say hello, Sally. And I know I saw Dr. Death, welcome. And Tom, if I didn't remember. If I missed any, I'm always terrified I'm going to miss somebody. But hope you're all doing well out there. It's good to see you all. And Yeah, everybody, yeah, I can tell in the chat, we're all psyched for that time of year, right? It's just, of course, that would be...
I've got Monster Mash just playing on repeat.
That's the way to do it. That's masterful ode to Halloween that will never be matched. It will never be surpassed.
I had to work. I had to actually work late one night this week, and my mind went to that. Wait, late one night.
Oh, because he literally was. That's amazing. Love it. Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah, Sears not here yet. Wasn't here last night. And of course, I know most of you were here last night. So thanks for joining us for the resurrection of our mini-sodes and of course the introduction of Trivia of
Our
Terror.
inaugural trivia night.
Right. It was a lot of fun. Mostly successful, minus the last two questions not getting off.
We've got points on the board. I'd call that a success.
That's right. We got to start, right? I think the ball is rolling. The game has begun. The competition. And it still is anybody's game. You know, it's not
It's an early season.
That's right. We'll be...
we got a lot of river to cover. We got a lot of mystery to solve.
That's right. It's exciting. Yes, the cereal was good. I think Alana said it. Yeah, like... It was a good time. It was very enjoyable. So I think the cereal will... I think it'll have some good payoffs this season. I mean, we had a shanty boat get destroyed, and we had...
obliterated.
Yeah.
We had a guy get killed by a paddle wheel.
Yeah, he got
on a
sucked
riverboat.
right up, and yeah, we saw him go through the wheel twice. It was intense. So it was a lot of fun last night. So thank you all for joining us for the mini-sode and the Trivia of Terror. Of course, that'll be every Thursday. So, but we're here now on Friday, like we always are, for a new feature. And again, last week we had our regularly scheduled silent film for the season, and it was enjoyable. Followed the House of Usher. It was a good time. I think everybody had fun with it. And so, but usually, and I told Evan this before the stream, usually after we have a silent film, I like to swing in the total opposite direction for the next film. Something that's a little more,
Less
active
silent.
less silent.
This is a loud movie.
But I think this is a loud movie from all accounts, everything that I can tell. Because tonight,
Is this allowed?
is this a... I'd say I don't have my sound effects
Ugh.
queued up. Welcome, Vic. Hope you're doing well tonight. We are again. We're going to be watching The Undertaker and His Pals, which is a 1966 campy horror comedy / splatter movie that involves motorcycle killers and cannibal restaurateurs. So if that gives you any inkling into the kind of movie, this is very different from Fall of the House of Usher, a gothic horror adaptation based on classic literature. This is a lot more tongue in cheek. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be enjoyable. It was made in California, Glendale, and some exteriors shot in LA. So it's not a regional film, even though, I mean, it's pretty obscure.
What kind of budget? Like, are we talking kind of low?
It's definitely low. I actually didn't get a number on that. I wish I would have. But it's definitely low
Definitely
budget.
low,
It's
okay.
definitely low. This is not a studio piece. This is definitely some indie people, some people that had done a few lower level B things and then did some stuff after this, but then you have like the writer director who this was like the only thing. This was the last thing he did, and he did like 2 other things before that, and that was it. So it's So it's a mix of that, but we'll get into all that tonight. You know, we have a lot of fun with the facts and the figures involved and all that. So, we'll have fun with the Undertaker and his pals. Hopefully, I'm sure we will. And speaking of fun, as always, Evan brings his own element of fun to pair along with the evening's film, with a cocktail and a little segment which he calls,
What were you drinking?
And what are we going to be drinking tonight, Evan?
Well, Garrett, let me ask you, and I feel like I've probably asked you this before, but do you have a favorite drink? What's your poison?
My go-to, if I'm like just totally like on the spot and I just need to order something that
Yeah, well, let me ask. Okay, so maybe what would you make? What would you make yourself at home, and what would you get at a bar?
That's a great question.
Because those are totally different.
Because they're different things.
Yeah.
So, great question, first of all. At home, it's probably going to be, it's probably going to be the White Russian,
Classic.
But a lot of,
Drink it
moving
in
parts.
your bathrobe.
Right. Yeah. Get my, get my sunglasses, get my, all the whole dude thing going on. So yeah, home, I'd say that's definitely a go-to, been a go-to. And then when I'm out, it's usually a rum and Coke.
Okay.
So that's, it's dependable, it's reliable. I can always rum and Coke, and it's,
Yeah, I feel like whenever I go out, that's my chance to get something complicated because I'm making somebody else do it.
Right, that's a good point. I don't blame you. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, if I'm, usually if I'm just making something at home, it's something simple.
Right.
Yeah, anytime, if I gotta muddle something, if I gotta like puree something, I'll just pay somebody else to do that for me.
Makes sense. Otherwise, I mean, it's just, you're missing your opportunity, right? You're missing your shot. Come on.
But anyway, so the reason I was asking was I was thinking about, it's not necessarily my number one, but I was thinking this week about how much I like a Long Island iced tea. And I think that actually might be one of my favorite cocktails.
Ah, okay.
I really like a Long Island iced tea. It works like it works really well for what it is, right?
Yeah. But it's not as like overpowering as you would think. When you see all those like liquors combined, you think, oh, that's a lot. But then when you drink it, you're like, oh no, that's like, it's a strong cocktail, but it's not anything that is like, why do people drink this? It's like, oh yeah, no, this is a solid cocktail.
Yeah. And I think like, so I was thinking about it, really more today. And, even though it's really complicated, there's like a lot of ingredients. It's really just, it's just a highball. Like you
right.
Think about like, your rum and Coke, or like, like a Scotch and soda, or like a vodka tonic or something. Like it's like your spirit and, your mixer. Right. And usually, you can, the amount there can really vary. But I think like what's almost kind of cool about the Long Island iced tea is it just kind of goes to show you that you actually, like, a little bit of mixer goes farther than you think.
Right.
I think. Right.
Oh, big time. Oh, are you kidding me? Ties it all together.
Because
right?
it's like 4 or 5 clear spirits and sour mix and like a splash of Coca-Cola. So what we're making tonight is not the Long Island iced tea, and it is a variation on a variation of the LIIT. Have you ever heard of a blue motorcycle?
I have not. No.
Yeah. Okay. So this is also known as the AMF, or Adios Motherfucker. That's what it's called.
Oh, very good. That's amazing.
And so
love it.
The AMF / blue motorcycle is it's basically a Long Island iced tea, but with Sprite instead of Coke and blue curacao so it's blue.
Yeah.
But what we're not making a blue motorcycle. We're making a boo motorcycle.
Ah!
Instead of it being blue,
Scared me.
it's gonna be green. Because instead
Ooh.
of blue curacao, we're gonna use sour apple pucker.
Sour apple.
That's right. We're breaking it back out.
Pucker. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say you like to spring
I
that
like
up
that.
in
It's-
some
it's,
recipes from time to time.
It's I don't know if it's just a new arrival in my neck of the woods, or if this is just something that it's not like been on the market for very long. I haven't seen it around for very long, so I'm having a lot of fun with the sour apple pucker.
Yeah, sour apple pucker. You love to see it. Well, I'm very excited for this. Again, so last week it was you were using sour mix because you had the whiskey sour variation,
Right, with the pomegranate,
which was very good.
It was pretty good.
I like that a lot.
It was nice and tart, not too tart.
Right. I thought it was very enjoyable. And yeah, so we'll see. See how that, I mean, so far this season, I would say all of your cocktails have been a win. They've all been solid. It's been a while since you've had one that it's like, yeah, but then you've never had many of those. I wish I could think off the top of my head, and even those are still fun. Like there's never been a bad cocktail. Even
Where there was way too much lemon juice.
I vaguely remember
It was
that.
like hypnotic and lemon juice. It was way too much.
Oh yeah, I feel like that must have been early.
It was.
The Hypnotist? Not Caligari.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, it was. That was it. And Sears is in the house. Welcome, Sears.
What's up, Sears?
Hope you're doing well. Glad you could make it.
All right, so we got it up. Got it here. It's maybe a little hard to tell on the camera. It's a very pale green.
It's not quite as green as now. You know what it made it green,
What?
and you don't even need to put much of it in there.
What?
Midori.
Yeah. What? So I thought about
Which
that,
I do have some.
but if I had done that, that would have actually been an existing cocktail. The Tokyo iced tea or something like that.
The man does his research. Look at this. Good man.
I've read the Wikipedia article.
Hell yeah. All right.
But anyway, we're gonna give this a try. This is the Boo motorcycle. Cheers.
Cheers. It's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Chill.
Yeah, it's like a glass of tea.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? Why do all these ingredients together just taste like an iced tea? What is that? It's just one of those where the name just...
I really feel like you could just down the entire glass of this pretty easily.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
It's very smooth. The sour mix and the sour apple pucker, they are really like gelling together and then kind of pull all the liquors in, and so pretty solid. I'm gonna try to coast on it. I'm gonna try to take it easy.
I'm gonna slam a few of these back, and we'll be joining the Undertaker and his pals.
That's right. Yeah, if we're not careful. God knows I don't need to be joining the Undertaker and his pals by drinking too much and then getting sick, which I don't know, man. It's sometimes these cocktails can be dangerous. This one seems dangerous, but I think if I take it easy, it'll be fine. Luckily, I've eaten a good dinner. So
Eat responsibly.
That's right. Well, and hey, we'll see kind of with tonight's movie. Because again, I don't think I'm spoiling anything here when I say
what was the through line of
the pre-roll cannibalism, and so that's a little taste of what you're gonna get in tonight's movie, maybe.
Wink.
We haven't really seen this before. We did incorporate it the first time we tried to do a Chamber of Horrors show.
We were in the same room,
right?
That it was playing in. We weren't really watching.
We didn't watch it. I didn't do any research on it. So today I got to do the research and got some interesting stuff here. But again, this is at a time where the production code was like either on its way out or already like done away with, and they were like had brought in the rating system. This is 1966. So
what's this rating?
I need to look it up because this might have been the production code was like it was like 66 or 67. So I'm not sure what the rating for this film was, but as we'll see, I called it a splatter film. That's a very specific subgenre we'll talk about tonight. It really had a lot of graphic violence that would probably be rated R if you're gonna, at that time, I don't know.
Probably G.
Yeah, G. At that time, it was probably G. Yeah, PG, maybe. That's the thing about Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead, well, and when we watched that film, we talked about it. It came out at a time where the production code, or where the rating system had been implemented. So it was just like released into theaters without any kind of like guidance. And so it was playing to like matinees where little kids are going to see it, right?
Just terrifying, like in a generation of children.
Right. Roger Ebert wrote this whole like scathing review about like how all he saw all these kids watch the movie, not have no clue what they were going into, and then like be horrified as like, these zombies are just eating people's flesh.
Man.
So
has Roger Ebert ever enjoyed going to the movies?
I mean that who enjoyed it more? I don't think you find anybody. Yeah, I mean Roger Ebert, he's a character. Love the outtakes of him and Siskel yelling at each other. That stuff is so much fun. But yeah, I mean, so this was 2 years before Night of the Living Dead. So this is like very much very much a time where people were just kind of not paying attention to the rating system and just releasing films kind of like indie films on a state-by-state basis. So it depended on the laws wherever the distributor was like showing your film, which we'll talk about that later. We'll get into all that tonight. A lot of fun stuff with this. But yeah, we're going to enjoy The Undertaker and His Pals. Anything before we get into it, Evan?
So this is a wrestling movie, right?
Right. Because of The Undertaker. Exactly.
He eats people, right?
I don't know wrestling that good. So I'm going to say yeah.
I assume, right?
Right?
He gets up on the stage, he starts eating people. That's probably.
They all got to have their gimmick, right? Like that sounds like
he starts eating somebody's foot. His heel.
Amazing.
Then he starts eating somebody's face.
Eat his face. We'll see if we get any face eating tonight. On that note, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of The Undertaker and His Pals right now.
Okay.
It's not suspicious at all. But I guess nobody's gonna fuck with Is it if it's 3 people? Is it a motorcycle gang? Does 3
Does
people
3 make a
count as a
gang?
gang?
Riding around in a big circle.
And if this were to get interrupted, we'll go to Twitch. I don't know about this week. We'll see. I think it should be alright, but we'll see. Had to make a call? Who you gonna call?
We drop a dime.
A whole dime? Hell yeah, we're just driving around, vibing on our hogs.
This is just what we do. Just 3 boys in the open road.
No, Alana, this was before, I think before really any of y'all had started tuning in. I think the only one watching at the time was Evan's wife.
Early days.
The early days. Legs. Bejarama. Oh man, fun. Couch bed.
Wah, wah, wah,
Wah
wah.
wah. Hell yeah, Sears. I'm glad we can be your sanctuary. Jeez. Dang. Ah. Golly. So yeah, this is the, I mean, when I say like gore, splatter, like, you know, they go for it.
They're just getting a bite to go.
You ever think when the hearse goes by that someday you are going to die?
Shady rest. Great.
Oh, there's never been a devil like me. No, there ain't. Hear about.
Nice.
Nice save. Real smooth.
Well, this is our Undertaker.
She looks lovely lying there, doesn't she? I painted her myself.
Jesus.
Why did this have to happen?
Life is but a shadow through which we all must pass to reach that bright tomorrow.
Yes, but she's so young. Why did you come to the city? Why couldn't you stay home with your mommy? Oh.
Let's go home, Mother.
Wait. Let me kiss my baby.
Mr. Lamb.
Uh-oh.
May I talk to you a moment alone, sir?
That's a great question.
I've always found it best to give my bill at this time. It helps take your mind off your bereavement. Grief therapy, as we call it in the industry.
$1,250.
Jesus.
Well, it's not our best funeral, but I...
$1,250.
See, you've forgotten your grief already.
You advertised $144.98, not $1,250.
But Mr.
That's
Lamb,
like
you don't expect to get a funeral like
so
that,
much more.
Why, the silk in that box is worth at least $144. And then there's the hearse, and then there's the flowers. Now, the flowers are a big item, and then the...
I won't pay any $1,250.
Oh, yes, you will, sir. You signed a contract. Or at least your wife did. Didn't you, Mrs. Lamb?
Is that the bill?
You're both horrible to talk about money at a time like this.
I earned my money, Mrs. Lamb. That girl of yours had her legs chopped off. How would
Jesus
you like to have
Christ.
plastic legs on a cold corpse? Of course, I could have skipped the legs and given her a junior-length coffin. That would have been more economical, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you could have seen her throat.
Oh.
You'll pay.
Amazing. Be more arch.
Someday you'll pay.
You'll pay. Pretty great. Harry Glass.
Harry,
Later, baby.
like my new dress?
Yeah.
And my hair? Do you like it better up?
Yes, it's very nice.
Harry, will you turn around and look at me?
Oh, how 1960s.
Come on, honey. Got lots of work. Come on.
Harry,
What?
why won't you marry me?
Honey, I can't even afford me.
But I'm going to jump out the
Hear
window.
that, brother?
Hey, Employment Bureau, would you please send me over a new secretary? Yeah, I have one that's about ready to leave. Thank you.
I hate you, Harry Glass.
That's gonna be my new line. I can't even afford me. Greasy Spoon Cafe.
Great.
Where'd you go on your first date?
Went to the Greasy Spoon
it's a
Cafe and
great little
poked a
business
guy
around.
eating a bowl of soup.
You know, it'd do a lot of good in this place. A white tornado.
You watch too much television.
You have any better ideas?
Mm-hmm.
Spike, Doc, anybody around?
Oh, hiya, Mr. Glass. Spike will be with you in a minute.
That's what I like about this place. The service.
Don't pay attention to Doc. His mind is elsewhere.
Buried in those books they say he's always reading.
There's nothing wrong with studying.
According to the grapevine, he was kicked out of medical school because he was very, very weird. If you ask me... What's Duck and Hines recommend in this food palace?
Specialty of the day.
They think they're very clever.
I'll try the lamb.
You'll like it, baby.
William's in the house. Welcome, William.
My friends call me Anne. You may call me Miss Poultry.
Poultry? As in barnyard?
It's not that funny.
It's really not.
Chicken? I'll have a specialty, Spike. Give me 2 orders.
2 orders of what? You didn't even tell him what we were ordering.
We don't have anything else.
It's all we're serving
that new
today.
murder? No, Sally Lamb? Yeah, that's a shame, real shame.
Sally Lamb, leg of lamb.
Father came in the office today.
I like to read things like that. Paper shouldn't print that stuff.
2 specials. Lamb's leg.
What's the drink?
I'll have coffee.
I'll have a BM. Buttermilk.
What?
What?
Buttermilk?
Buttermilk?
Why? What's going on with my hair?
Hey, Spike, what is this?
Lamb.
That's not lamb.
Taste it again.
No, baby. You taste it. Come on, honey. It's a bad joke. I'm sorry I brought you here.
This joint would give Mr. Clean nightmares.
Aw, chicken. You give the place a bad name.
You think so? Wait till I call the health inspectors.
You wouldn't do that.
Oh, wouldn't I?
Later.
Well, that guy's not having the special, is he?
No. I don't even know what he's eating. It looks like a lot.
Good night, Miss Poultry.
Uh-oh. Buttermilk. Ugh. Like, I mean, you know, my mom will use buttermilk to make a crust for like chicken pie, right? And there, you know, there's like I think at least one time as a kid where I picked up the buttermilk not really knowing, just seeing milk, thinking, oh.
Put it on your cereal.
I don't remember if I put it on cereal or just in a glass, but as soon as I tasted it, it was just like,
Yeah.
what? It's a very granny thing.
Toby? Here, kitty kitty.
Her cat's name is Toby. Great. I love it.
I do like animals with like leaf. Although to be fair,
Yeah, Yeah, Charlie is pretty.
Here, Toby. Toby. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Toby's not gonna make it.
Toby. Toby. Toby.
Oh, he's still alive, Alana. They have no reason to go after Toby. Run, Toby!
They don't want to eat cats.
Yeah, that would be too easy to, you know, of a weird food in your restaurant. Run! Now she tries to run. Somebody in the bushes? I can't see. Jeez. Brutal.
Harry? Yeah. One of them was probably wearing this.
Well, that doesn't give you much to go on.
Makes the 5th murder we've had with these vicious mutilations of the body. But it's the first time there's been something to point us in any direction. There were 3 of them. We know their physical proportions by their boot prints. We know that they were riding motorcycles, and we know the kind of tires that were on the cycles.
You can't go around checking every tire in the city.
No, but we can send a description to all the shops. Come on, Harry, now you know the procedure.
Yeah, I know. I just want to make sure you catch him.
Well, it'd help if you could tell us something.
I've already told you everything. I don't know anything. Now, Ann didn't have any enemies, and she didn't hang around the motorcycle crowd. I can't really tell you much more. She only hated one guy, and that was me. And she wanted to marry me. Crazy kid.
Yeah.
Crazy
I'm sorry,
kid.
Harry.
Me too.
Well, if you hear of anything, you'll let me know, won't you?
Sure.
And I don't want you trying to take things into your own hands.
No, I won't. But you will let me know if you hear anything.
Sure.
Thank you. Say, I want to hang around here a while and look around.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. You can poke around the crime scene. Why not?
Who are you? Mr. Mort, your friendly undertaker at your service.
Mort?
Go away, Vulture. I don't need you.
Oh, but you do, sir. Yes, you do. Whether you want to admit it or not, you can't do without me. Now, something has to be done. And since this poor dead girl has no relatives, and since you are, were her employer.
How do you know?
It's my business to find out these things.
Well, or you might as well handle it. What's the difference?
Now you're talking. I do as good a job as anyone, and I don't mind saying that my services are far, far more complete. I handle everything right from the beginning to the end. Sign here.
How much?
I guess there was no hold for plane.
$144.98.
98 cents?
Well, this is a very competitive business.
When I did some boom op work like this,
There's
if
no
we
price on
heard
these
that in our
contracts.
headphones, all right,
Well,
you
we
got
do
hold for
that.
plane.
Sometimes there are a few extras.
None of that.
They don't amount to much.
Well, maybe this crime scene is just right by the
Right
airport.
by the air, I must be.
144.98. No ups, no extras.
Mr. Glass, you are making a terrible mistake.
I'd better not be.
Oh my
What?
God.
What on earth?
And that is gonna take us to our first break. Well, Evan, that's the first third of Undertaker and His Pals. What do we think so far?
Why did it become a cartoon for a few
I
minutes there?
don't know. That's a terrific question.
This movie got kicked out of medical school for being too weird.
Too weird. It's just a little too weird. Just a little bit, right?
I'm enjoying it. I'm loving this.
It's
every now and then. I don't know that I've seen a movie that just like puts its tongue through the cheek every now and then.
right. It's not often that we get movies like that on this show. I mean, again, that's why seeing the trailer for Little Shop of Horrors, even that was more reined in, a little more sophisticated. This is very like it knows what it is, but it's just going for like all kinds of jokes that it can go for, including that little bit of slapstick comedy that's just kind of like it kind of seems out of place, but like just because of that, I thought it was funny. Less so the actual circumstance, but just, it coming out of nowhere. And, I mean, it's moving around a lot, right? I mean,
It is.
not getting, like, too hung up or...
No, we've had, what, 2 victims?
Right. Yeah, 2 victims so far, and...
We've seen The Undertaker is weird. Is he the bad guy? We haven't really established.
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
We don't know. We've got these 3
We've got
motorcyclists
these 3 motorcycle men.
running around. We've got these 2 restaurateurs. And then we have The Undertaker.
Yeah. Yeah. We have an Undertaker and presumably some pals. We've got to draw some
lines somewhere
lines
at
here.
some point. We'll see how it plays out in the second part. But yeah, I mean, it's been it's been a pretty fun start. You have to appreciate the opening scene trying to do kind of that play on the Wizard of Oz element of going from black and white to color whenever the blood first pops up. Did you catch that?
I actually did not. No.
Because you remember it started off sepia tone.
Yeah.
And then when it showed the blood on her stomach, that's when it switched to color. And that was a pretty graphic murder scene compared to the second one, which was just a very quick shot for impaled on the fence. But still both like fairly gruesome for 1966,
How long post-code was this?
So I think the code broke down in 66 or 67. But the thing is, even before this, like throughout the 60s, people Hollywood, people in Hollywood, filmmakers in Hollywood started testing the code and what they could get away with. But then indie filmmakers started just saying, okay, we don't care about the code. We're going to do what we want to do.
To hell with the code.
To hell with the code, and we'll just show it at this theater. And then if the local authorities have a problem with it, we'll deal with it then. And it was more of like states would have like obscenity laws. And so, it just depended on where you were at and what the laws were.
Do you think this movie is obscene?
I mean, what would you say? Like, just a little bit that we've seen. The gore is certainly, it's
certainly sensational.
Right.
It's certainly gory.
And I mean, to put it in like some perspective, throughout like the 50s, the late 50s, you had Hammer. You had Psycho in 1960 was like really kind of a groundbreaker. And it didn't go crazy on the blood. Hammer movies didn't go crazy on the blood. But they kind of saw what they could get away with and put out to the mainstream market. And Hammer movies in particular, each movie, you can kind of tell they try to push the gore and the sex a little more each time and see what they can get away with. And I think we can see it here too. You've got the gore, but we've had plenty of scantily clad women in, both victims, So that was kind of another, kind of component with gore, with violence that went hand in hand with people testing, the code and obscenity laws was sex. So, those two things really were encompassed in the splatter film, which I would say this belongs to. And so basically that was kicked off by a 1963 film, which is the first trailer that we're going to see. And that's for a movie entitled Blood Feast. And it's directed by a former advertising exec named Herschel Gordon Lewis. And he started in the nudie cutie business, which I think we talked about like a while ago. Nudie cuties.
Yeah,
like,
we've mentioned
we were talking about it. So he started in that like business. And that's the thing. There was a lot of crossover between, low budget filmmakers operating in the nudie cutie circles, in the horror circles, kind of B movies, C movies, Z movies, whatever it was, kind of all these worlds crossing over to some degree. But Herschel Gordon Lewis made Blood Feast, and it's not tongue in cheek. Like it is not like, I don't know that it's I'm pretty sure it's very intentional, the humor, but it's incompetently made. It's very crudely edited. It's just not like it's an interesting concept. The script isn't good. The acting, nothing's good about the movie.
It fails on every level, but
except the gore and the effects. They're very graphic and they make a big impression. And for Herschel Gordon Lewis and his business partner at the time, it made a lot of money. So they followed that up the next year with another splatter film entitled 2000 Maniacs, which is the second trailer that we're going to see during the break. And 2000 Maniacs it's more refined than Blood Feast. It's a much better movie than Blood Feast, and it's more tongue-in-cheek. Now, granted, they're like just kind of poking fun at Southerners. Herschel Gordon Lewis was a Northern ad exec who was making these movies down in Florida. And so it was kind of this thing, like I can't remember where exactly they filmed 2000 Maniacs. It might have been Georgia. But 2000 Maniacs, I enjoy that, but it's both these trailers, they'll show the gore. You'll see plenty of gore. It's intense. So the movies themselves are crude, but that kind of like opened the door, I think. again, it's not well done, but it kind of like it opens the door. So, you know, to kind of give us a frame of reference as we go through the rest of the movie, we'll get these two kind of early examples of splatter film. We'll get these trailers for Blood Feast and 2000 Maniacs, two Herschel Gordon Lewis films. And then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting middle of The Undertaker and His Pals. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness some scenes from the next attraction to play this theater. This picture, truly one of the most unusual ever filmed, contains scenes which under no circumstances should be viewed by anyone with a heart condition or anyone who is easily upset. We urgently recommend that if you are such a person or the parent of a young or impressionable child now in attendance, that you and the child leave the auditorium for the next 90 seconds.
You're all invited to a centennial celebration. What they were celebrating wasn't important, and it sounded like a heap of fun until 2,000 maniacs, crazed for carnage, started bathing an entire town in pulsing human blood. You'll see 6 young strangers doomed to slaughter by an ancient curse.
There came an awful sound.
And from his lips there came an awful sound.
Brutal, evil, ghastly beyond belief. You'll see the most diabolical device ever contrived, designed solely for assassination by a town of madmen, insane with bloodlust.
Stonewall took a gun and he made the Yankees run, but he...
2,000 maniacs, gruesomely stained in blood color.
Stonewall said, I'm a-giving you a dying man's request.
I'm a-giving you a dying man's request. Yeah!
starring Playboy's favorite playmate, Connie Mason.
Oh, the South's gonna rise again.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Blood Feast and 2000 Maniacs.
Yeehaw is right.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's funny. Herschel Gordon Lewis wrote that song.
Really?
For that movie. Yeah, I mean it's great. Like that's probably one of his better films. And yeah, it's got a great story. It's just fun. It's ridiculous. It's yeah, I mean, Blood Feast is very so I had to watch Blood Feast in my cult cinema class, and it was one of those I'm just like, oh, like sitting through it. You just like, you can't tell if it's like trying to be funny. You don't think it is. It seems like if it is, the actors are doing a terrible job. It seems like they're trying to play it straight. And it's just bad, and it's the editing's so much about it's bad. But he got his shit together, and he made these movies for a while, throughout the '60s, and he's often known as the Godfather of gore. But then by 1968 you had Night of the Living Dead come along. And then you started throughout the 70s, you had these small movies that kind of figured out how to refine gore and not just make it so either like flat or so tongue-in-cheek in terms of humor. And so, of course, you get Last House on the Left, Texas Chainsaw Massacre in America. There's again, all over the world, you had movies from Italy and Mexico and Canada and the Philippines that were like testing gore and what you could do, but the United States had a lot of examples. And then by the late 70s it just took off. You had Dawn of the Dead, George Romero. It's a pretty gory, violent film.
Yeah.
And then after that you have movies like Zombie 2 out of Italy, and yeah, Faces of Death. You just start having all these things that really are tested about as far as you can, in terms of showing the public like graphic violence or gore, things like that. And then Friday the 13th series is those movies got more and more graphic as it went along, and it just got a little more mainstream. But if you didn't have these kind of like early films like H.G. Lewis's movies and then tonight's film slipping in here, it's just always interesting to see over time what filmmakers like, how they approach things, like who pushed and who was like, all right, I've seen what we can get away with. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Didn't stop this from being a print of this was confiscated when it was going to be shown in Louisville, Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah.
Confiscated by who?
The police.
The cops?
The cops. And it was specifically, they said...
The fun police?
Yes. They cited a local statute that said that they prohibited the publication of materials dealing with bloodshed, lust, or crime. And sorry, fat fingers. And it was, the print was later returned because a Louisville court said that that statute was unconstitutional. So then they returned the print to the theater.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was in 1967. That was around the initial release of the film.
We're gonna take this movie straight to the Supreme Court.
Right, all the way up. Yeah, see, I mean, thankfully they didn't. Otherwise, I would have been looking all day for the results of that case. I'm sure I would have found it eventually. But yeah, I mean, so it was distributed in like 66, 67 by Halco, which was a production and distribution company, which we've talked about before because they distributed Mesa of Lost Women,
right?
Which is and some early Ron Armand movies. They also distributed Ed Wood's Noir. I don't even know. I've never really even seen it. It's weird from what I've heard. Film Jailbait. So they like, but they like kind of did all kinds of crazy like drive-in type stuff, but they mostly operated out of the South. And that was where like they distributed most of their movies, was in markets throughout the South. So that was like, you know, when you've got something like tonight's film that's kind of pushing the content, of course, depending on where you are in the South, what the laws were, I mean, that was just something you maybe had to worry about.
So in some states, this was obscene.
Yeah, in some states, but in other states, totally cool. No problems. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, how obscene are we going to get?
We'll see. I mean, the comedy's definitely leading here, I would say.
It feels like it.
It is. Which that's not how the H.G. Lewis movies are. They're very, like, gore forward. The comedy's a little... even the comedies delivered in 2000 Maniacs, it's restrained. This is just, like, kind of...
It's slap
throwing them at the wall, right? Like, trying to see what sticks. And including the slap, which did stick. Just in the ridiculousness of it.
Do you think The Undertaker is going to slip on a banana peel next?
You mind reader, I'm sure it's going to
no.
happen now that you said it.
I hope not. Nah, maybe I do hope.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Evan, anything before we get into the exciting middle of The Undertaker and His Pals?
You know, we've seen this Undertaker a few times, and I'm finding it a little hard to believe that this guy could have any friends.
Right? With his very dickish attitude. That's how I describe
Very
it.
strange demeanor.
Yeah, I mean, cold and clammy, just like the bodies that he handles every day. Well, on that note, we'll go ahead and get into the exciting middle of The Undertaker and His Pals right now.
Doc and me were both awful sorry, Mr. Glass. Gee, who'd have thought? You and her were just in here a few hours before.
I'd sure like to get my hands on those bones.
Why would he come back?
You find out anything. You
I
let
had a
me know.
really weird experience,
Doc.
but this is the only place
Doc!
to eat.
Mr. Glass is gonna get the guys that killed his chick. If he needs any help, we're gonna go help him, okay?
Spike.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a donut?
Doc, we got any donuts back there?
They haven't been delivered yet.
Do you think that coffee is made from people?
Gotta be.
Operation. The scalpel is used to make a deliberate cut. The cut should be no longer than necessary, and yet not too short either. The cut should not be too short. Size and shape of the scalpels vary greatly, but regardless of the variation, the scalpel should always be sharp.
All right. That little
Cut
fourth
himself.
wall break.
Yeah.
Tell us. What is he doing?
Putting a Band-Aid on.
Who is it?
It's me, Sam.
What do you want?
I got you delivered, man. Come on, open up.
All right.
How come you always lock this door? You afraid somebody gonna come in here and get you?
Just put him down over there.
What are you reading?
Surgery.
Oh, you're gonna operate on people?
Why not?
Well, no offense, man. Say, how come you never order any meat? So much vegetables like lettuce and celery and onions and ketchup.
Your company charges too much.
Oh, not any more than anybody else.
So why order from somebody else? Spread the business around, you know.
Who do you order your meat from?
That's none of your business. Why don't you just get out of here? I'm studying.
Uh-oh.
You know, my boss will make a good price on all meat, all aged.
We serve fresh meat.
Thank you, Sears. Jeez. Ah! So this, I believe, is Mr. Robert Lowry, who we saw as a young man leading the cereal last night.
Well, let's see.
Okay.
I think I'll have the fried shrimp.
Sorry, we're out of fried shrimp.
Well, then give me a hot dog.
It's definitely him.
Don't have any.
Well, what have you got?
We still have some leg of lamb. Or how about the specialty of the day?
All right, give me the chicken.
Jesus.
How would you like that order? Light meat or dark?
Breasts of chicken usually have light meat, don't they?
Got a point there.
What is this, candid camera or something?
No, sir.
I'll tell you what, instead of the chicken, give me a pie.
Big piece or little?
The whole pie.
Hell yeah. I want to go into a diner and order a whole pie.
Same.
I'll take the whole thing.
And then do that.
God, they are just going for all the low-hanging fruit, huh? Jeez. Oh, I love it.
Come in, sir.
Yeah, it's a shame nobody ever threw a pie at the R&R diner.
Well, I came to pay my last respects.
That's very thoughtful of you, sir. You are a very thoughtful man.
Cut the sarcasm. I'd like to see her, please.
She's behind the drapes, but,
What?
remember, sir, you wouldn't let me add a few little extras. With a little extra, I could have restacked it with foam rubber. Remember, sir, it was you who said, no ups, no extras.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Our association doesn't approve of low-priced funerals, but when the needy need help, I always try to do what I can.
Nice. Oh, shit.
Sheesh.
Gratitude. That's what this world needs, is gratitude.
We're getting a lot of casual assault.
Yeah, yeah. It's Three Stooges rules, okay?
Hi.
Hello.
You are Harry Glass, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
thought so. You know, my sister told me you were very handsome. I told her I was going to work for you.
What kind of work do you do?
What do you think?
You tell me.
I'm a typist.
Oh,
Well, am I hired?
what's your name?
Call me Friday.
No, but what's your name?
Friday. My sister didn't tell me you were hard of hearing.
You're not one of those kooks, are you?
Silly. Do I look like I'm kooky?
No, I don't think you do.
Well, good. Now that we have that settled, do I get the job?
No, why don't you go downstairs and have some dinner, and when you get back...
Why? Why did it call you?
Well, that's a very good idea. You got any money, honey?
You bet.
Oh, you're a doll. See you later, boss.
Just go on down to the Greasy Spoon. Great place. Do you want a good conversation? You go down to the Greasy Spoon.
Nice leg of lamb.
They got lamb, they got chicken. It all kind of looks
Hello,
the same.
baby. What can I do for you?
The question is, what can I do for you?
You mean it?
No. I just wanted to get your reaction. Say, is this place on Diners Club?
Ha, ha.
I'll have a hamburger.
Don't have any.
Well, I have a pain because I haven't eaten.
Where's the pain?
Beverly Brisket. Yes.
The can, nurse.
Nurse? Hey, what is this?
Did you
Oh,
say you
no.
have a pain?
In her belly.
Well, yes, but that's...
Get the patient ready for surgery while I scrub up.
Surgery?
She has pain.
So I will say, if anybody is squeamish, I do believe there might be some
I ripped her clothes off. Oh, that's good thinking.
graphic
Ready?
footage. So if you're prone to be squeamish, maybe look away for the next few minutes.
My.
What's wrong with her?
Who knows? I'll explore. Scalpel. Nurse, there's a fly.
Oh yeah, Alana, you did have a headache last night. I hope you've
Oh,
not had a hangover from that. Today I know how headaches go. What is he doing?
what are you spraying her for?
Germs.
You didn't get rid of the fly. What is this? Deodorant.
Just spraying Axe everywhere.
no respiration.
A-okay.
Nothing wrong so far. Isn't she beautiful inside?
Jeez.
Where's the anesthetic?
Doc. Look.
You're a terrible surgeon. You
lost the patient.
You lost the patient.
Everything was going so well, too.
Right to the end. Pity.
Well, at least my operating technique is getting better, huh?
Yes, here's I didn't
There
know.
we
You
go.
know, I don't want to be like
What are
the
we gonna do with
censorship police with the yikes. Only if it's something that's very like, you know, I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Like, should I have yikes that?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's.
Ugh. Ew. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, is this movie obscene?
Well, I do have some more information. I mean, we just saw that. You just saw that surgery footage, right?
Yeah.
Imagine like a whole lot more surgery footage.
Oh, there's more.
Not in what we're going to see, but there was a
See what
version.
it is.
We'll talk about it more at the break.
Don't say it. What's he doing? Where's the rest of the girl?
In the back.
You're a couple of dirty double-crossers.
Why?
You agreed that I would get half.
But we did this job alone.
I could have used what you wasted. Remember, we specifically agreed that I could bury Doc's mistakes. I don't know what this world is coming to. A man can hardly make a living these days. No ups, no extras.
What happened to your head?
He shaved with that.
Oh, shut up. I'll get sore. I'm sorry. I'm a little on edge with the end of the month coming and bills to be paid.
We won't let you down, don't worry.
We'll help you.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Just a couple of friends. Sorry, pals.
Just a couple of pals paying the rent.
Good night, Rose. I'm gonna stay in a little longer. Let yourself out. See you tomorrow, Rose.
Jesus Christ. Yep, they are just like the Three Stooges.
I thought you were going. You know, you don't have to believe me, but I've made up my mind. I'm gonna quit next month. You know what I'm gonna do then? I'm gonna get married again. Oh, I know. I'm a 3-time loser. But this time, it's gonna work. What do you think about that? Tempest? Reb.
Yeah, they're all jacks of all trades. Jesus. I mean, we can give them a yikes here. They're going a little crazy. They're getting a little sadistic. Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah, take your time. Nice. Got him.
Hello. Harry, I just want to let you know that we got a lead on the murders. One of them lost his license plate.
Who's it belong to?
The Undertaker from Shady Rest, Mr. Mort.
Mort.
Ain't that something?
Well, you know him? Well, our men are going to pick him up. Say, maybe you can help us. Do you know who he associates with?
No, I don't, but I'll find out.
I'm gonna get that son of a bitch.
You know who he pals around with?
No, he has no clue, dude. He has no clue what's up at the Greasy Spoon. Even though he has complained himself, everything's probably above board.
What happened to your license plate?
I lost it.
Where?
I don't know. Don't bother me with things like that. Now look at my neck. Oh, great. What? The cops will find your license plate, then they'll find you with a bullet hole. Our goose will be cooked.
Oh yeah, that I forgot that woman was shooting at them.
Get him up on the trail. There's no time to operate anyway. Why? The cops will be around looking for him. We'll get rid of him fast. Where? Turn on me, will you? No, you aren't.
He was a lousy nurse anyhow.
Fellas, I was only kidding, fellas. Come on, fellas.
Why did he just turn on him all of a sudden? Is he calling down to the Greasy Spoon?
Kelly's Pool Hall.
No.
Charlie the Stoolie, please.
No, he ain't here.
Well, would you tell him that Harry Glass is calling?
Oh.
Hey, Charlie. Listen, I need some information. Can you tell me who Mort the Undertaker hangs out with?
Guy Shady Rest? Just a minute. Know those two nuts who run the Greasy Spoon?
Yeah.
They're the ones.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah, I know those clowns.
What? Doc! Don't do it! Don't do it! We've been friends a long time!
Not the dip!
This will be the end of our friendship! Don't do it!
It'll be painless if we dunk you fast.
No! No, don't do it!
Then we'll dunk you slow.
No! No! No!
Be quiet or you'll wake the neighbors.
Jeez, brutal.
What a noise he made.
He was a bad sport, if you ask me.
Turn out the lights and let's be scarce for a while.
And that is gonna take us to our second break. We're 2/3 of the way through The Undertaker and His Pals. What do we think so far, Evan?
It's so heartwarming to see this weirdo make some friends.
And then decide to turn on one of them and dip him into a vat of acid, right?
It's just palling around.
Yeah, that's how they have fun, you know. I mean, when they're not, you know, tripping around and riding around on skateboards and getting hit in the face with pies, they're brutally assaulting women and then, you know, dipping each other in acid for fun. So, you know, some interesting character development in the second act, I thought.
If they keep it up, they might just take care of themselves.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, it's just kind of a standoff between the three of them. Yeah, we've already got one off the list. These two will definitely turn on each other at some point. Yeah, they could wrap this story up on their own. We'll see. But yeah, we saw a lot more violence there, right? More gore there in that second.
Yeah, what is the body count even at now?
1, 2.
We get
3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. Yeah, we had a lot in this.
Yeah, we haven't had a body count that high in a minute. It's been a while. So that's always something. That's always fun, right?
Yeah, and I mean brutal too.
Yeah, it really was. And so yeah, you can see why this maybe would have caused some problems in some areas.
I can believe that.
But that's the thing, is it was it definitely deserved to kind of be like flagged a little bit. But like I talked about the surgery footage that we saw, right? So apparently initially this movie ran closer to 80 minutes, and there was a good amount more surgery footage.
It's like an extra 20 minutes of...
Apparently there was another scene with more like dressing in drag or something. I don't know, something very strange. But they ended up, you know, like I get when the movie was first released, I think it was like the full 80 minutes. And so that's, if it was more surgery footage like that little bit we saw, then I could see maybe why they'd ban it. Cause that was, even that little bit was just like, ugh, this is too much. So, the other thing they did, you know, I love, you know me, I love some ballyhoo. I love a good press book like gimmick, right? So one of the gimmick for this film when it was first released in 1967 was they let's see, hold on, let me make sure I get it right. So the gimmick was in the ad copy, we will give away absolutely free to some lucky patron each evening a genuine dead body.
What?
And now that was actually a popular gimmick that multiple horror movies would use.
Wow.
And you know what they did? You know how they
It doesn't say a human dead body.
Not a human dead body. Usually it was a frozen chicken. So that, you know, I mean, I guess the advertising
Behold,
is correct.
A dead body.
Yeah, it is a dead body. I guess you're not wrong. So I mean, you know me, I love a good gimmick.
Free chicken.
Right, exactly. Free chicken. You can't beat that. But apparently it didn't work well at the box office. It didn't really do very much when it was first released, but it was actually re-released in 1972 on a triple bill with the main film being The Corpse Grinders. So this was 1972. the filmmaker of the director who made the Corpse Grinders, Ted V. Michaels, he had his own distribution company, Gemini Film Distribution, and decided to put together this triple feature. So he got the rights to The Undertaker and His Pals, and he cut out the surgery footage and the some of the other stuff and tightened the movie up to 60 minutes. And that's the version that we're watching tonight, is from when it was re-released. The original 80-minute version is like apparently nowhere to be found. It's lost forever. So
destroyed,
maybe burned up. It's all burned up. So it's the trailer that we're gonna see during this break is basically, it's a little bit for each movie. It's for the entire triple bill. So it's like it's almost a 5-minute trailer. So it's pretty great. You get good clips for everything. And it has a little gimmick at the beginning about a certificate of assurance that you have to sign that you're of sound mind and that you will not hold the producers liable if you have a cardiac event or anything else. So even that, you gotta love gimmicks like that. They're so much fun. So yeah, I mean, that was where I think a lot of people got familiar with this movie, and then I think it ran on television. But it was more popular in this showing with the Corpse Grinders. So, and again, the Corpse Grinders is about cat food made with human body parts, and then the cats turn into can't start eating people. And yeah, I haven't seen it, but it sounds crazy. So, we're gonna get this triple feature trailer, and then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting conclusion of The Undertaker and His Pals. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the management of this theater invites you to a new dimension in horror, an experience so horrifying it can only be compared to spending a night in the grave. Due to the highly macabre nature of this blood-curdling program, the producers insist that every person in attendance sign a certificate of assurance before being issued a ticket to this theater, certifying each patron of sound mind and body, and that in the event of a coronary insanity or death suffered during or from the program, this theater and or the producers cannot be held liable in any way. Certificates of assurance are now available at the concession stand and box office. Please note that for your protection, a special nurse will be in attendance at the theater, providing free blood pressure tests to anyone at their request. We now present clips from this program, but warn you that certain scenes may be too intense for your viewing.
It's a corpse grinding machine, a diabolical contraption that turns human bones and flesh into screaming savage blood death. What kind of madness would profit from the helpless victims already interred to their final peace? What kind of mind takes from the grave the bone and flesh remains of the sacred dead?
I feel young. What are you, nuts? That's a corpse. Now get going.
Cats become savage killers when they eat human flesh.
Due to the shocking conclusion of this scene, we must delete its horrifying ending at this time.
More spine-tingling thrills, more bone-crushing terror.
The continuation of this scene may be too intense and cannot be shown at this time.
But I know the answer is in that pet food factory, and I'm going down there.
Angie!
The Corpse Grinders.
Did you ever think when the hearse rolls by that someday you are going to die?
Ladies and gentlemen, as producer of this film, I would like to make the following statement. This motion picture is a vicious expose of a part of the young generation, that sick generation who must ravage and plunder for their kicks. Scenes of such brutal honesty will be shown on this screen that we strongly recommend that impressionable young people, or those people of any age, who are upset or affected by scalpel slashing, arm twisting, axe hacking motorcycle maniacs, now close their eyes for the remainder of this coming attraction.
Then we'll dunk you slow.
Be quiet, or you'll wake the neighbors.
Beauty after beauty becomes victim after victim, added to an ever-growing harem of horror for the embalmer.
You are even more lovely than you were in the other life.
An underground hell somewhere beneath beautiful ancient Venice, which many come to see and admire. Among them, this group of young travelers, some of whom will remain never to be seen again, except by the embalmer. The intensity of this scene does not permit us to continue it at this... The embalmer. Be with us for this new dimension in horror. It's like spending a night in the grave, guaranteed to be the shock of your life.
And we are back. So that was the trailer for the triple feature release in 1972 of The Corpse Grinders. Tonight's film, The Undertaker and His Pals, and The Embalmer. And
triple feature.
You'd
be at the movies a while.
Well, people were looking to be,
got nothing better to do.
Nothing better to do.
Let's just go hang out at the movies all day.
And I mean, if you can fill out the whole bill, I guess you stand to make more money. Because usually that's going to be the full night for the drive-in theater. It's going to run like 3 movies. Usually, double feature, but a lot of times, like, I think, especially by the 70s, it was kind of like you'd maybe have 3 movies running. So, triple feature does the trick. Triples is best, okay?
It's safest.
It's safe, yeah, it's safest. But yeah, I think The Corpse Grinders, again, I haven't seen it, but I believe it's fairly graphic. I don't really know anything about The Embalmer. Couldn't really tell from that trailer. But tonight's film is definitely been graphic. I would say it fits in the splatter film category. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, so far, again, like Evan pointed out, it's a high body count, 6 for us, high body count. So we'll see what the final numbers end up being. We'll crunch those numbers for you. But yeah, I mean, obviously the police now know that the mortician is their prime suspect, so it's going to come crashing down pretty fast. And if the rest of the movie so far is any indication, it's going to be in very hilarious, absurd fashion. Maybe not actually funny on its face, but just that they're even trying to do whatever ridiculous thing they're going to do.
Yeah. It's going to fall down some stairs or something.
Yeah, we have to
like trip on a roller skate.
Right. Yeah. Well, more pratfalls. They've set a bar. Okay, we need more. So we'll see what happens. Anything before we get into the exciting conclusion of The Undertaker and His Pals, Evan?
What do you think the tastiest cut of human is?
Oh God!
What if you're gonna eat somebody? Where do you start? I would think. I mean, they went for the leg first, and maybe that's the move.
The leg meat.
It's meaty.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I feel like if you go for the arm, it's all,
sinewy.
It's all muscle. And...
Yeah, kind of gross. Yeah, I guess legs. It's just, even thinking about it, it's just, But I mean, hey,
Oh, ribs. There you go.
Yeah, that was kind of ribs was like where my mind. I was like, ribs are good in pigs, then ribs are it's gonna,
like a Boston butt.
Oh, yeah. That's the best cut. There it is. Well, on that note, I think without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of The Undertaker and His Pals right now. Sounds kind of like the Manos. Da, 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 da. You need to start making a mixtape of like themes from this and Manos and.
Friday. You take long lunch hours.
Wait, what?
I'm not Friday, Mr. Glass.
Well, who are you then? Queen of Sheba?
I'm Thursday. Friday's my sister. We're identical twins.
Where is she?
Oh, why? I don't know. I thought you did. That's why I've been following you. You know, Friday's a kook and she needs a chaperone. Are you sure you don't know what's happened to her?
So this is Maureen Ott, who was also in The Witchmaker from 1969.
Come on, let's get out of here.
See,
Where are we
you just
going?
might have told me about that.
You're going home.
Oh, but I can't.
Why not?
Well, I told my mother I was spending the night with a girlfriend, but my girlfriend's out of town.
Well, you can stay at my place.
Well, thank you.
Are you sure you're not Friday?
This guy. What is he on? Secretary number 3?
Detective Jennings?
Oh, Johnny, this is Harry Glass. I have some information for you.
Shoot.
The Undertaker's pals are the two guys that had the cafe near my place.
At the Greasy Spoon?
The evidence is inside.
Where are the suspects?
Well, they're out for the evening. They open up at 7 o'clock in the morning, so you can find them there then.
Thanks.
7 o'clock in the morning, they only sell one thing. What do they have nothing else. What do they...
Serving leg of lamb for breakfast.
And I hope at the very least they have coffee.
If there's just the spam restaurant.
Yeah. I was gonna try to do it. I just don't. My falsetto is just not there right now. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, Tom. It's fun. It's very silly. So it's definitely not a motorcycle gang anymore. It's just two guys. Yeah, now there's only two.
Motorcycle duo.
It's just two guys. Oh, driving down those winding hills would make me sick as a dog.
Back in California.
Oh. Ooh.
You tell Friday about a strong, good-looking man, and off she goes. You know, Harry, you can't be a playboy all your life. This girl must have hurt you. But I won't. Golly, it's 3:45.
What?
I guess I'm ready to turn in. Harry, you sleeping?
Is he sleeping with his eyes
Hey,
open?
Harry, wake up. Harry?
All right. Hey, you can't have those motorcycles on the beach.
It is kind of hard to imagine this Undertaker riding around
On a motorcycle? Yes, it is. 100%. Yeah, Alana, I'm there with you. That might be a little too much.
What happened?
We're out of gas.
Oh, anybody but you and I wouldn't believe it.
I'll be right back.
What? I guess that's one way to... Wait, what? This...
See ya. Bye.
That's fucking weird as shit. you're gonna be home. Oh shit. Alright. At least she's making a break for it. Slide down a hill. Oh, Jesus. Or go uphill, I guess. Yeah.
They don't seem to be trying too hard.
Oh,
well, that's what happens when you play with your food.
That was very good. They did a great job with that. Oh, man, he got gas quick.
Jeez, Mr. Leahy, I hit somebody.
Randy. The Undertaker. What is his deal?
Now all I need is a match.
I'm sorry, Thursday. Those goons got your sister.
I'm not Thursday, I'm Wednesday.
Boy, those dirty, rotten... Oh, I could just tear them apart with my bare hands.
2 of them are dead. Yeah. Mort's gonna get his. I'll see.
What the fuck? What? All right, here we go. This is how we know we're gonna get in. All right.
How many stairs are there?
Then he's gonna be right behind her again,
right? Okay, we get it.
They've run this bit into the ground at this point. Oh, thank God.
Is this the room roof?
It looks exactly like it.
It's not true. I did not hit her. I did not eat her. I did not.
Well, hi, Mark. Yeah, maybe the sound got lost here, Sears. That's why they put this ridiculous silent score on it. Yeah, we were promised a talkie. Haha, I got you.
This is a hybrid movie. Oh shit!
Yeah, they did themselves in both times.
Yeah.
My goodness.
He's gonna end up in a hospital on Guerrero Street. What kind of drugs were they, Undertaker?
Tell me.
Oh shit, he lived.
Uh-oh. Please don't do the same bit just going down the stairs.
Nose fraud too.
Uh-oh.
Don't make them like Harry anymore.
Well, it's finally over.
I hope so. We don't need any unnecessary violence in this world. Nature makes enough of its own. Still, a certain amount of evil always creeps in.
Oh, no.
And we must just strike it down.
What? Are you kidding me?
Wah, 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 wah.
Whenever there's a party and all the chicks are there, I ain't the kind of fella just to stand around and stare. 'Cause I believe in action, my soul is pleasure bent. And though I dig the chick I pick, it's never permanent. Oh, I cut in. I
We
cut
broke
up,
the curse of the
and cut out.
Undertaker.
Oh, there's never been a devil like me. Hereabout. But when a girlie rolls her eyes at me,
I think there's supposed to be credits here, but we're not seeing them.
oh, I cut in, and I cut up, and cut
What?
Gosh. We did have a high body count.
We really did. Nice. What is this, a sitcom? It's like a Scooby-Doo, like, I don't know, it's... See, this is the scene that was cut. That
Okay, I was
the
gonna
scene
say,
that
I don't remember that.
when the chicks begin to flirt. I don't care if they're skinny,
What?
or fat or short or tall. It really makes no difference, 'cause I love to love them all. Oh, I cut in, and I cut up, and cut out. Oh, there's never been a devil like me. Hereabout.
That was the song from the beginning of the movie, wasn't it?
Was it?
Was it?
I don't...
On the his tape?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Rad Fulton's real name was James Westmoreland, which he would later go on to be credited as. You gotta dig this. I'm trying to think of what this genre. I mean, it's not surf music. Like, I don't know.
Credits music.
So our Undertaker, he also popped up in the Corpse Grinders and a movie called The Severed Arm as well. Sort of beach music. Sort of. Sort of. Well, that was The Undertaker and His Pals. What did we think, Evan?
That was a crazy, crazy movie, and it was fun. You know, I've been waiting to see this for a while, and I don't really know what I expected, but it was a fun watch.
Right? It's fairly
Wacky.
enjoyable. Wacky.
Yeah,
that's a good way to
It's
describe
wacky, but it knows what it is.
100%. Yeah, they are the bits that they go for. I mean, you know, they're committed to the point of running them into the ground, which you saw with that stairs bit.
It did make me laugh, you know, before it just
overstayed its
overstayed
welcome.
each bit's welcome.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty pretty fair resolution, though, I'd say, all the way around, you know.
Yeah.
I think that is it a bit of a cop out to just have this cop just kind of swing his hand around and just get the Undertaker in the head and that's the end of the movie.
You know, I feel like the movie has not really been taking itself seriously. So who cares that we got an ending?
That's true. We did, at the very least. Yeah, don't you love one of those endings where they kind of recap the whole movie in a certain kind of way? That was like part recap and then kind of this funny way of like showing all the cast members kind of like, I mean, I guess they planned it that way. All right, like hold on your death scene and then just come out of it and do something like silly to the camera. And then they just cut it into this little sitcom-y sequence, which was very ridiculous. So yeah, I think all around a pretty enjoyable horror comedy. Definitely not great, but it's really not bad. I'd say it's almost of a better quality than Blood Feast.
Did we watch
to a
Blood
degree.
Feast?
We have not.
Okay.
Now, I will say the copyright situation with Blood Feast is a little strange. I investigated it. And
disputed.
It could be, but obviously, you know, it's so I've thought about maybe trying to watch it just because maybe, but probably won't. But it's you know, if you're interested in just kind of the history of you know, films that kind of like horror movies that, you know, introduce that kind of level of gore, then Blood Feast would kind of be the place to, if you want to see the beginning, that's kind of the start of where it gets really graphic. Again, you know, even Psycho kind of established, okay, here's the line, here's what you can get away with, and there's everybody a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. That was kind of up to these films. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like overall horror comedy, I mean, you know, 50-50, right? Some jokes landed, some jokes didn't, you know?
Yeah.
It was a very jokey movie, right? It wasn't like it was just droll black humor. It was a lot of, you know.
Very much, yeah. Like an eye roll, wink to the camera, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, him just kind of like slinking up the stairs. She's running, and then he was right behind her at one point. It's like, all right,
that was a pretty good bit.
Yeah. And then they just
very
ruined it.
Very Scooby-Doo-esque.
Very, very
cartoonish.
Yeah, it was very cartoonish film, which we don't get a lot of those.
We
You
really
know, a lot of
don't.
them are pretty grounded, so we appreciate a cartoonish film. So yeah, that was our third film of season 15. we are moving right along, and I think again, it's good to, we're keeping patterns. Last week we had the silent film. Now we're bouncing in the other direction. We've got something very cartoonish and very 60s, right? Like, this is obviously a post Adam West Batman world, right? Like, that's what it seems like. I think kind of indirectly maybe an influence here, to some degree. Okay. And just the campiness, right?
Right, yeah.
Like, very campy.
Very.
So next week we're kind of back on with the patterns.
Okay.
And so if you
remember your patterns.
If you remember your patterns and can think back to last season around this time last year, we went from whatever we had after the silent movie to our second film in the filmography of one Todd Slaughter.
Ooh.
So, yes, we're going across the pond next week.
Oh,
and we're going to get our third Todd Slaughter film. And it is entitled The Crimes of Stephen Hawke. And I think I don't have the exact year on it, 37 maybe. It's after the most recent one that we watched, which was what was that called? He was like, it was not like a Wolfman thing. The Face at the Window? It was The Face at the Window. That's what it's called. So, of course, first we had Sweeney Todd, which tonight's film, right?
I mean, right? I was I was gonna point that out. It was.
I mean,
it maybe kinda.
Yeah. So that's kind of funny.
Sweeney Todd-ish.
Sweeney Todd-ish. Well, now I'll be able to have, like, maybe if I get one more movie with a cannibal restaurant, I can have that as a Saturday Night Shocker triple feature. But so The Crimes of Stephen Hawke, and this is just like, I've seen this one, but I don't remember too much about the plot off the top of my head. But what I can absolutely tell you is that, like, from the jump, he's a maniacal killer. Like, they don't waste any time. It's not like
Good.
Like Face at the Window, like, played it like, who is it? Is this mysterious killer Todd Slaughter's character, or is it somebody else? Whereas this is just like, you see him right away do something horrible. It's really bad, and it's just like brutal. It's absolutely brutal.
I want to see Todd Slaughter. I want to see him like cackle. I want to see him snarl. I want to see him do like one of these kind of things.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be bringing out all the hits as we can rely on him to do. Yes, we have thoroughly enjoyed the two Todd Slaughter films that we've seen previously, and I don't know how many of you were here last year for that, and how many of you are familiar with just Todd Slaughter. If you're not, you're in for a treat. Because he's just the British equivalent of all our favorite horror people from this, same time. He's
such a character.
He really is. He's a character.
Like a cretin.
Very a cretin. Exactly. Just, very, very theatrical, very over the top, and a lot of fun to watch. So you can join us next week for that. Of course, we'll have a Saturday Night Shocker for you tomorrow, and then next Thursday we'll have at least one, if not two more chapters of Mystery of the Riverboat, and then hopefully some more trivia, and I can get the bugs worked out. It's the plan.
Maybe a question or two.
Maybe a question or two. We'll see what happens. So looking forward to that next week, and really, really, really appreciate all of you hanging out tonight. We've had such a great time. Of course, all of our very good friends, Alana, Sears, Kathy, Scott, Tom, Sally, James, William. I know we've had more, and I know Alana has sent me an email to tell me who else chatted, so I don't miss anybody. Oh, Ty was in here. I didn't even see Ty. Dang it. Vic, Dr. Death. Yes, I forgot that, of course. And Thomas. I didn't know Thomas was in here. I miss Thomas too. Really, really, really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. It's been a good time. It's been fun. Well, anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
Well, tonight was a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to next week because, you can't spell Todd Slaughter without odd laughter.
Fat fingers, sorry. Until next week. Sweet screams, everybody.
And to all a good fright.